Hola, my name is Wilmer, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna make an indoor garden. As I don't want the plants to lay flat on the floor, I'm making a couple of projects to display them on different levels. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start cutting an 8 cm side pyramid out of my favorite cookies box. And closing the open side with masking tape because it is what I have on hand, but you can use any paper tape you have. I'm gonna tear a couple of magazine pages, tape them together, roll and twist them as tight as possible. And taping it all around the border on the inside. To make sure all the edges look seamless, I'm adding big pieces of masking tape all around. Then, to make it sturdier, I'm going to apply a couple of layers of reused paper with a mix of white glue and water in a 2:1 ratio. I let it dry for a couple of hours and paint it with a mix of white acrylic paint and baking soda. I'm gonna cut 3 pieces of black twine and hot glue them to the edges. On the other end, I'm hot gluing the strings to keep them in place and finishing it with a simple knot. I added a great realistic faux plant and voila, you have a beautifully presented hanging plant. If you want to avoid these horrible black marks on your walls, stick some felt protectors on the back of the piece, right at the edge so you can see them. And goodbye black marks. I have these 2 plants that I love in some plastic pots that I don't love that much. Mix some white acrylic paint with baking soda and just a drop of yellow paint to make it look creamier. Apply on the pot, saving the top section. Take some jute, unravel and braid it. And I'm going to hot glue it to the top of my pots. As they don't come with trays, I'm going to use a couple of these generic clear plastic lids, paint the borders, and we have some nicer looking planters. I'm gonna start cutting some pages from a magazine. Using a wooden dowel, I'm rolling a magazine page as tight as possible. Gluing it at the end. I'm repeating the process, adding a second page. And to finish it, I will use these pieces of paper that came with some plastic pockets that I got some time ago and I saved. I'm using these only because they have the perfect off-white color at the back, but you can use any paper and then paint it. I cut these paper circles and I'm going to glue them using Muchas and applying all around for protection. Save them and let them dry. I'm going to use these two different size cans. I found this burlap ribbon tape at the dollar store that I'm going to put all around at the border on the top. If you don't find it, you can use a braid made of jute. Measure the can's diameter and cut a piece of cardboard with half of that length and the height desired. I'm gonna use a 3mm twine to wrap all around that piece of cardboard. Make sure to tape both ends to make it easier. Then, take a piece of twine slightly bigger than the diameter's can and hot glue it approximately 1 cm from one of the borders on both sides. Once dried, cut the top and bottom of the wrap twine. And you'll end up having a skirt like this. Add a couple of strings at the middle if necessary. Turn around and apply a good amount of hot glue to keep all the strings in place. Leaving some of the nice corrugated metal exposed, I'm going to hot glue it to the can. Unravel the top part of the skirt. I'm gonna mark down the contact points on the paper dowels and remove the Mod Podge coat on those areas. It was my first time working with Mod Podge, and I discovered no glue was working because of it. Hot glue the part over the twine and super glue the point in contact with the metal. And voila! A couple of really cool plant stands. Guys, what do you think? Bringing plants home changed drastically my spaces, but grouping them all together is such a game changer. If you liked today's video, please like and subscribe, there's a lot coming in. And if you recreate any of these projects, please tag me on Instagram. Hasta la próxima.